Well, well, well.
Well, indeed.
Ah, that's the name of the episode.
Alright, let's get back into this. After having a week away, to remind you all the precarious situations with which you find in, and the details of what happened last time. Escape! The party just about managed to break free of the guards and make their way into the tunnels. Arwen and Klari were knocked down, requiring some acrobatics from Stix to heal them both. Hugo was also injured and subsequently drawn into the protective magic Arwen's necklace, unable to help the party anymore today. Stix and Klari cast some of their last spells behind them, entangling the guards in webs and plants, granting the party an opening to lose their pursuers in the tunnels. The Fellowship of Aegis and the Council made their way through the twists and turns down tunnel after tunnel, seeking signs or clues of the blocked exits Stix had learned of when he communed with nature. They encountered some traps, some better avoided than others, and the damage stretched their healing resources to the limit, with the councillors also being hurt. After some time, the party spotted a patch section of wall weathered differently to its surroundings, a tiny crack leaking water. Desperate to find any escape, the party chipped away at the wall, eventually breaking it down and reaching the flood of water. Arwen saved Klari and Lord Lucas from being swept away, and everyone else was able to dive out of the way, except for poor little Alphias. Injured by the previous traps and swept away as the water subsided, he was left bleeding out on the floor. The party rushed to his aid in time to prevent the halfling passing away, and together the group climbed through the hole they created and up the stone walls of the well into a fountained marketplace. As onlookers watched, the last thing that they heard was someone in the crowd shouting, "Isn't that them from the posters?" So this is where we begin. As you all emerge and are gathered round, a little bit wet now, some of you take stock of your surroundings. You see that there is a fountain of two dragons coiled around each other, the last drops of water trickling from their open mouths. The fountain is in a large market square. Shops border two sides, while stalls and carts border the others. The crowd is now 30 or 40 strong, with more onlookers hanging back. The nearest trees you spot are at least 50 feet away. Everyone is looking in your direction.
Oh, I am completely out of spells.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah! I have 2 charges on the Gate Skipper Gauntlet.
I have 1 spell slot, which we need to use to get the fuck out of here.
Klari! You got it. I'm pretty sure you still have a bunch of spell slots.
We need to get to the tree that's 50 feet away.
Yeah, we need to get to a tree that's 50 feet. Sorry, who was in the hole still?
No, you're all out. Everyone's out.
Everyone's out now. Okay, great.
Yeah, you've got. I'm basically going, kind of thinking your attention has all been sort of like everyone's been focused inwards, just to making sure everyone's coming out, and then you're all out. You turn around and you kind of realize, oh shit, we're surrounded. There's a bunch of people now looking at us because we've just climbed out of a fountain that's drained away.
Yes.
In a sort of fairly open marketplace, and what you heard was a voice in the crowd shout, "Isn't that them from the posters?"
Can I do a cantrip mending to mend the fountain?
There's nothing wrong with the fountain.
Blow a hole in it.
Well, yes, but you were in the tunnels below, and you cracked open a hole in the wall, which led into this. So, no, mending is not going to be able to fix.
Oh, okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure mending would require you to stand there for a minute, just.
Yeah, mending requires you to be able to touch the pieces and put them back together like a jigsaw puzzle. Unfortunately, it's a nice idea, but unfortunately, you can't fix the fountain from up here.
Oh, you got a thumb
Sad
attack.
names.
Your voice. Or something.
And so what moment was
I don't know. You get hypnotic power.
What if we just like walk
Everyone.
through the crowd? What are they gonna do?
this
All,
round?
the whole crowd. Well, the crowd in front of us. Anyway. It's an idea.
I feel like we just need to clear a path and just go for the tree.
That's what I'm saying.
We just
Yeah,
try
but
and
the
walk.
yeah, could I just just start fucking walking, and I'll just call out, clear a path, nothing to see here. Urgent council business.
As you
This is council business. Go back to your drinks.
you begin to start making your way forwards, and initially a few people begin to clear and move out of the way, and then you find that there seems to be a small group not moving. You look at them; they look to be they're certainly not guards or anything, but they look more like woodsmen, a little bit heavier set, things like that. They're not armed, you don't see weapons on them, but they just look a little bit more sure of themselves, and they don't seem to just be giving way as you move.
Okay, can we just go around them?
Could I? Never mind.
What if we just say "excuse me" in a nice voice? Excuse me.
They're not.
Sir?
One of them kind of steps forwards a little bit. It's like, whoa, where do you think you're going?
Where do you think I'm not going?
Well, I'm a law-abiding citizen, and if I'm not mistaken, several of you are wanted criminals. I would only be doing my civic duty if I detained you all until the authorities could arrive.
We need weights not on this. This is a super dangerous situation.
I don't know who you think is a dangerous criminal here, but it's not us.
Well, he kind of like he raises a hand and kind of like points to like the three of you with his fingers in front. He's like, "Well, you three are on that notice board over there. And there's a reward capturing one of you.
What does it say?
Wanted, highly dangerous."
Yeah, but how much? Come on, the important stuff. Is there separate amounts?
You've all got a price.
Go on, tell me.
Is she worth more than me?
I must know.
100 gold for information. 1,000 gold for capture.
For each of us.
Yeah.
That seemed pitiful. I'll be honest. I'd give you more just to let me walk past you.
Yeah, right. We could just give you that.
He kind of looks at you skeptically. You've got more than 3,000 gold on you right now.
I'm
I mean, I
not
might
going to say yes
really
or no
get it,
to that.
Well, because you kind of like desperate, because that's the payout we're looking at for bringing you all in.
Yeah, I'm fully aware of that. But I don't want you to mug me. And then you're not a law-abiding citizen, are you?
How many of them are there?
Probably sort of like this group is maybe you imagine it's probably looking to be like a workforce. You know, so there's maybe like sort of like eight to 10 of this group.
Are they all closely grouped together?
Yeah, they're sort of like it's like if you imagine they probably would have all stood next to each other in the crowd, and as you guys have moved forward this bit, the crowd sort of separated, the general folk intimidated, and then this group is a little bit more sure of themselves. I imagine you're sorts of people who, if you looked at them, you'd think they could confidently handle themselves in a bar fight. Is kind of how you estimate these people.
Klari could also handle herself in a bar fight. She has proved that. She won.
Yeah.
Would you say they are all within a 30-foot cube?
Yes, I would.
Love this.
Okay, I could try hypnotic pattern, but I'm worried that if I try it and it fails, then it's going to make this worse.
Well, personally, from my perspective, I think if you got even a few of them, we could then charge through.
Yeah.
And
I
we
only
would
have
be
one
less
attempt.
inclined, less sort of blocked by them, I suppose.
Okay. Then I would like to cast hypnotic pattern around them.
Attacking
I need to
innocence.
think. What do I need to do?
They need to make wisdom
Each
saving
creature in the
throws.
area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw.
DC 18.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, look at that. They all failed.
Oh,
Love it when it
Boom.
fails.
cool. So that means they're charmed, doesn't it?
They are charmed, and
What
unless someone
charm
uses an
spell?
action.
Creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. Creature is even down with someone else. So can I just tell them to move aside?
No, they're just sort of,
They're
they're like
just
a.
damn dazed, and then we can
Yeah,
just
they're
walk
like
out.
dazed and confused now.
Yeah.
Just squeeze by.
Yeah, just sort of run by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
services.
Damn, that's
Woohoo!
what they get for being greedy. They get nothing.
Boom.
Yeah, you cast a spell. This group is like dazed and stunned. There's like a few sort of like extra people that maybe a little bit behind them get caught in the blast as well. The large
Sorry.
group is dazed. You can like push. Larger space around you clears now. You know, as most of the common folk having seen you cast this spell, not really sure what's happened. And then all of a sudden, yeah, like Bear, you can like grab the and drag them along and rush through the market space. But yeah, you kind of push more people aside as you go. Most people just sort of turn and watch you at this point. As you rush over to a large tree. As you get there, you probably they kind of shake, kind of onlookers have maybe sort of gone over to be like, kind of like shake them, be like check on them, are they all right? And they've kind of all probably been shaken out of their reverie after 20-30 seconds, but you just hear this shout of, "Hey!"
Well, they'd only break out of it if they take damage.
And if someone uses an action.
Oh, so I suppose, shake
awake,
the creature. Yeah. I didn't read that
So
before me.
they all like you turn and look, and this group is sort of running in your direction. Not all of them though. It started with maybe sort of 8 or 10, and now it's only maybe sort of like 4 or 5 who have actually committed to following you.
Sorry.
But yeah, when you cast your spell, you cast what's your spell? I can't remember what it's called.
Transport via plants.
Transport via plants. Okay. Yeah, you open this doorway in this plant. Where are you going?
To the plant in outside of Gargenheim.
Garnheim?
Gargleheim.
Okay. So you open up this doorway, you tell everyone to rush on in, and then as the last one that comes in, you jump and you kind of like slam this magical door you've created shut behind you. And all of a sudden you are standing in the familiar surroundings on the outskirts of Garnheim. Many, many hundreds of miles away.
Nice. Right. Let's
Oh my
go
god, can we take a short rest?
Should we just get to the thing first?
Yeah. No, that's probably no, it's probably safer. Yeah.
Just so we don't, I don't know, so we don't encounter anything else.
Yeah, that's no, that is a good idea. Don't let anyone
So we're not
catch
too
us
far.
or find us in the woods or whatever. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
We
So
march.
yeah, I mean, you are familiar with this environment now. There is a sort of there's like a gateway into the mountain here because the city itself, as you well know, is set into the mountain, but there is like a gateway that is guarded, and so you've emerged not too far away from this guarded gateway. The guards are familiar with you, so after short, just kind of checking you over, checking you all right, they permit you, and you can make your way through this tunnel in the mountain towards the city itself. It's a relatively long walk down this tunnel, but it is it is a safe tunnel that the dwarves have made to the city, so they can get into the safety of the city and sort of in the extinct volcano where it lies in the middle. Eventually, you spot the lights of the city ahead and the light coming down from the outside, where it comes through the craterous, cavernous hole in the roof, and you find yourselves back in the city proper.
Woohoo!
Right. Dump these people with the rest of them, and then go for a nap.
Yeah, just sort of like appear, like, hey, we have look who we found. Everyone, just stay together now, please.
Yeah, for the love of
Oh
God.
dear God, please. No one leaves this city, okay? No one, for no reason. You know what? Don't leave this castle place we're in, because I'm assuming now we're like in, like the I'm assuming now we're like in the sort of castle.
You make your way through the city, up to the king's castle on the inside. It's not so much of a castle because a lot of this is like set into the wall, so it doesn't really have it's not like a traditional castle where it stands, but it does have like
Fortress area.
it does have like a nice sort of like grand sort of fortress entrance, and you make your way. Again, you are known here, so you are allowed inside with the councillors, and you are like escorted to see whoever you would like to. Guard will escort you to. Who are you delivering the councillors to?
We'll head to the lady. The female head of this city. I forget her name. I was going to say Glace, but it's not Glace.
No,
That's the bad one.
that's the one you just left.
It begins with a G though.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Okay, now I'm lost.
Cathra.
Yes, well done.
Cathra, thank you.
Yes, Lady Cathra is the High Mage here.
That was going to hurt
We've had
me.
a lot of dealings with. But yeah, you're escorted through the fort, through the keep, to Lady Cathra's rooms. You realise you've been escorted to the room you've seen maybe once or twice before, which is sort of one of her magical sort of like laboratories, things we didn't have previously. And yeah, there's a knock on the door. You are permitted to enter, and you can see she's there with a couple of other people. They're standing around a table which has a large sort of like full length mirror with a nice sort of gold frame propped up on it, and you can see that they are working to they are actually working on something laid down, and they are inscribing runes in the back of whatever is laid down on the table. But she looks up as you enter, and kind of, almost a little bit looks maybe a little bit surprised, but smiles, and then kind of takes you all in, and sort of the smile kind of disappears a little bit if you see what a sorry state you're all in.
I am absolutely fine, I'll have you know.
Yep, never been better.
Yeah, tell that to your face and.
Oh, fucking
Oh.
gee, rude!
Is
My word. We go and save all the councillors and this. I'm kidding, by the way. I know I look like shit.
Yeah.
If I look half as good as I feel, well, I won't look good.
Well, I must admit, I was a little bit surprised when you all took off so suddenly. But I'm glad you all made it back, and you brought with you. I'm sorry, I don't believe we've had the pleasure, and councillors all go through and introduce themselves. Or except Lucinda, who's kind of hanging back a little bit. When Catherine's like, of course, Lucinda. I'm sure you'll find things as hospitable as they were the last time you were here. She kind of rolls her eyes and crosses her arms. Yes, well, if you can show me to my room now. And
Oh, God.
Catherine kind of just waves the guard back over. It's like, yes, it's like, please escort the councillors to the spare accommodations. I'm sure they need rest just like others. It's like, I will come around and welcome all of you in due course, but for now, take the opportunity to rest, and anything you need, food, water, clothing, will be brought to you. We have plans to fill you in once I've spoken to the fellowship here.
That's us.
That is finally using our name.
The councillors are led away. Lots of them give thanks and sort of like handshakes or hugs and things like that to you. Grateful for the rescue. They're all seeming a little bit sort of jittery and shell shocked after the confrontation as well. Yeah, after the door closes, Catherine turns back to you. Yeah, we'll turn to the others and he's like, you guys carry on. We'll be a few moments. So I dare say they'll want to have a look at this once we're done. But I need to gather information so I can inform the king. Okay, it leads you all a little bit of ways, so to give you some space. Like, well, please do tell me everything that's happened since your departure.
Well, we went to fucking Themyscira. We saved the council. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, lots of mages.
Yes, they had lots of mages,
Vampire.
guards, and stuff defending the council. But we managed to get through them because we're awesome. Took a hell of a lot. But yeah, we managed it. They were pretty hardly locked up, but they were locked up in actually some kind of, considering some other prisons we've seen, somewhat luxury. Didn't seem like they had plans to kill them right away, which is strange. But
well, I imagine that their plans were first scuppered when you managed to prevent them capturing as many, and now they've been scuppered further. If they'd been able to get a significant portion of the council, then they effectively made themselves rulers of this land by proxy.
yeah, that's probably my thinking as well. We got him. As you can see, it was not an easy task, but we just about managed it. In the end, we're very tired, and we have some other business to attend to vis-a-vis swords that can kill. Well, swords that can sever ties between a man and his magic. So, yeah, lots to be getting on with. But for now, just some rest would be very, very helpful, I suppose.
Well, it sounds well earned. I will inform the king of your progress. And maybe once you're rested, we can we'll inform you of everything that's transpired in the days you've been away.
Please tell me all the councillors are still here.
A few. Most, though, wish to return.
No, but there was a thing, a meeting that was going to happen that they all had to be here for.
We could not force them to stay, and it was helpful to aid them on their way to speak directly to the various leaders of their land. They were not prisoners here. We could not force them as much as we'd hoped they'd be safe here. Many elected to return home and speak to their leaders in person.
Who is not here?
Oh, let me grab some note. Do that. Just that's okay. So Lucinda has just returned back. The Dragonborn have gone. Both of them, yes.
For God's sake.
Yes, they left to take word to the Empress.
Where's the other one?
With Lord Lucas' whereabouts unknown.
Yeah, he doesn't count.
Lady Genevieve decided that she would best make our case to the king, so she has been sent on her way. You have brought us Lady Jennifer, and Lord Leogas, as we know, is not going to be joining us. Let me find out exactly. It should be. Oracle Fires. Waywocket has stayed. They're both gnomes. Rosemary and Chip have left, the halflings. Bartolomeo has remained, but Scully has left. And Azagrat and Ashika have still not been found. Because you lost them after the meeting. After the ambush. And
did you say Bartolomeo is here?
Bartolomeo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and then Ashika is still.
Ashika and Azagrat are still. Their whereabouts are still unknown.
Okay. Well, that's.
Idiots.
You know what? That's fine. If they maybe know what they're doing, and if not, then it's on them. That one's on them. I mean, this is all on them, but that one's on them.
So there's 6 that are still here.
Yeah.
So you just rescued 4, and 2 of the previous rescues. Yes, there's 6 still there.
Okay, cool. Jesus. These bloody counsellors.
Oh no.
Okay, well, at the moment I don't care about these people and I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I think that.
Take a long rest, please.
Yeah, you have rooms here, so you can return. Kavran will fill you in on more in the morning. Yes, by all means, I think you've earned it. Please, we will rest and we will inform you of everything that has transpired and our progress in the once you are recovered.
Brilliant. Thank you. We all hit the hay,
Passed out.
go to sleep.
Yeah, you will crash out for a number of hours.
Just many.
Many
This
hours.
feels like a don't set an alarm kind of sleep.
Oh, yeah.
At some point, Arwen, you are not like shaken awake, but roused slightly by a pulse of magic, and then a second presence nestled beside you in the bed, and you feel a scaly.
I don't even wake up. I just cuddle. I just know.
Okay.
We are spooning. He is my little spoon.
Nice.
So, in the morning when you wake up properly, you have a little spoon you get.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Can I click the long rest button?
You can click the long rest button.
I've already done that.
Oh, I rolled 20, froze a little bit because I had to update so much shit. Oh my, yeah, I just did yours. That was the most satisfying click of the long rest button. Seeing my health go from 30 to 160. Oh, very nice. And we level up. No.
He hasn't said no.
You
I
said
have
no.
been thinking about it. This would take you to 19.
Hell yeah.
Take us to 19, and then the next thing with the sword will take us to 20, and then we can kick some ass.
I do like kicking ass.
True form.
Oh, fine.
Sorry?
Ew,
Go on.
you know you want to.
I do want to. I do.
I actually forgot what I would get. I think it's just ability score improvements for us all, right?
At 18,
19.
At 19, it would be different for Arwen.
That's fine. I'm a quick finder.
Because of your multi-classing, but yes, you can all level up.
Pressure works.
Yay! Hear that, kids?
Bullying works sometimes. 16. Oh, wait, no.
Hell yeah.
That's wrong.
D. D.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell.
Paladin!
You know you don't have to modify that. I don't think.
Yeah, I know. I just accidentally clicked that instead of down here.
Alright.
19th level. Ability score
Big
improvement.
number.
Martial ability. Fuck yeah. Ability score
Am I only
improvement.
14?
Yeah, because you're 5 levels in Ranger.
I thought you said ninja.
Yes, you're 5 levels in Ninja.
I am 5 levels in ninja.
You get a Druid Circle feature at 14.
Do I? I get my. This is
Are
where
you
I
going
can't
up in
die.
rogue?
Well, I can't die, but my sting dies instead of mine. So I need to have my little dude out all the time.
Because you're 2 in.
Blazing Revival.
It means you get your
Bond
level
with your
7.
wildfire spirit
rogue,
to save you from death. If the
which
spirit is within
means
120 feet of you when you
you
reach 0
get
hit or fall unconscious,
attack feature.
and
Just
by fall unconscious, you can cause a spirit to drop to 0 hit points. You then regain half your hit points, and immediately rise to your feet.
Yep.
That's a once per day
And-
feature.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was really
Good.
waiting for that,
your
and now
channel.
I'm happy I've got that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to find a new spell.
And your roguish archetype feature would be. Oh, is this the really cool one? Yes, immediately after a creature casts a spell that targets you or includes you in an area of effect, you can use your reaction to force it to make a saving throw with its spellcasting ability modifier. DC equals your spell save DC. On a failed save, you negate the spell's effect against you, you steal the knowledge of that spell if it's at least first level and a level that you can cast. It doesn't need to be a wizard spell.
Is it
Next
an
8
extra spell
no,
slot?
No, you'll get that next
and you
level.
can use it
That's
using
grim.
slots.
You
Creature can't have
cheated.
that spell
because
until
you
8 hours pass.
miss.
And I think.
Well, I still get a new spell, so.
Oh,
You do
no,
get a new spell.
you
Do I
don't
get
get
an
it.
8th level one? No,
I
I
just-
don't. I only
Yeah.
get 7.
New
No, you
spells.
should get 8th level ones now.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Yes,
So,
get up to
the
8.
bad guy uses a
That's
level.
7, sorry.
Although,
Sorry, you go back up to 6.
Let's have a look.
Many
Let's have a
chances
little
of
look. See.
Okay, yeah, so everything else
Yeah.
is the same.
hold on. Okay, so if I cast a spell at you, you could steal my spell. Oh no, then I can't use that
But
spell
yeah, then we'll need
for the
it.
rest.
Something happening with you, though.
But it could we
Wait
could
till you
figure
do that.
it out. Or yeah, if someone, say for example, someone casts like counter spell against one of your spells, you could steal counter spell from them, so they can't cast counter spell anymore, but you can.
That will have to be already.
That- That's cool. That's really cool.
So, okay.
Right, sounds time.
So,
Oh,
17.
plus it. My proficiency bonus goes up.
Oh, that's based on
Oh,
character
yeah.
thingy level, so that went up anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is your.
So what do I? Oh, do I have
Yes.
proficiency in wisdom saving?
Yeah, should do.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, you're wisdomous. I don't know what. I need to look through feats and shit.
Yeah, so I just. Okay. That's what was confusing. I thought this was at 19th level because I was like, I know I planned it so that I would get everything except for the 20th level.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's because that's 18.
Yeah.
So, sneak attack goes up,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
And
and I gain
you get the spell thief thingy, which is really cool.
Have you done the thing on the sheet?
I haven't done anything on your sheet yet.
So this changes to 17.
Yeah.
That should.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
No. Update any papers is fine.
Where? Oh yeah, I see. I'll get him. So I'll do this.
I might have done this. Got it. Sneak attack 96.
Ooh.
Alright, please find her. 96.
A lot of damage. Yeah, because they take falling damage on the way up, which is 100 foot, so they take 10d6. And if you let it go, they take falling damage on the way down. So they take another 10d6.
Do I need more healing or more
Now, do I
damage?
increase my like con or whiz or something,
What do you get?
or
Increase.
get a feat like Shield Master, because Shield Master's fucking cool.
But it's not letting me.
Hmm?
The outlaw.
Maybe you've got too many.
Well, that's not fair.
You get a
There's
second
really
fifth level
one.
spell
Fine.
slot as well, Ben.
Pardon?
You get a second, fifth level spell slot.
Woohoo! Oh, it's a good day. Yeah, why is it not letting you add another thing? That's so annoying. Unless they've made it now so you can only have a certain amount. Maybe you could copy that.
I think I've already got this in my bio. I
Check
didn't
it.
know this was here.
Maybe
Resistance to poison.
check your bio. It's also like we
Well,
can
because
just
that's where I always go to get the information for that. Yeah, I've got Moonblade and.
Oh, look, so you don't need those two.
Yeah, so I can take those out.
Oh, so they made it so you
I didn't know
can
you
only
put
have a
those
certain
on.
amount. I mean, to be fair, you
I
got a
choose
lot,
it. I do
but
it, yeah.
just
Well, that's
edit
why
that
I
one then.
didn't add
What's the
these.
average of 4d8? Concentration.
18.
Is this concentration? Better not be.
Oh,
It's
that's
not
not
concentration, is it?
anything.
Hmm?
You won't let me do anything.
Casting time a minute.
And it
Yeah.
won't let me delete it.
That.
Duration 1 hour.
Yeah, but
It's an out of combat as well. It
no.
also has
Ew.
implications for if people get bits of them chopped off and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, well.
If Stix gets his foot nibbled off by squirrels, you can reattach it.
Yay!
Okay.
Hmm.
Sorry, but I've changed a lot of things. And I don't like it when I put things on.
No.
This mouse is so hard to use.
Are you happy with that choice? Might I interest you in this one?
I got that.
You got that?
Yeah, I got that
Okay.
last time. I haven't used it. Oh, no, I did use it.
And also this one. And also this one.
Oh. When's that? Trip level. Did I?
But if I updated it, it's just gone back.
What? Maybe just close it and open it back up.
Can you pass the higher levels?
This is being super weird now. Oh, maybe because it's like logged in, because it logged out, so maybe it logged in now as like me. Oh no, it is logged in as you. It just hadn't loaded properly.
It's going to take forever to load my shit.
Also, when you summon a dragon,
Yeah,
it
no,
gets
it won't
resistance
let me.
to the equivalent type that you summon.
Yeah.
And you also gain resistance to
There
the
you go.
same damage type.
I might do that instead.
Now try.
If you
Now
want.
try.
Also, it's 5th level instead of.
Oh,
Try-
it's just undone everything I've done.
It's okay. Try adding one.
It
Well,
will
that-
be in the compendium now.
That's
Yeah.
I don't know why I
We
did
pressed that
this.
before.
Okay.
Stupid.
Let's be able to add ones and do it properly. I think. Yeah.
Obviously,
It just-
it's just a suggestion for your, because you're dragony.
I am dragging. And I want that.
Does it allow you to summon human brother?
Ooh.
And then I
That
get
is just the stat bar.
It's not helpful.
That's not the
Yes.
spell.
how does that work?
Even one above.
Your hit points.
That one's better for stuff that's.
Could you really,
So
really
scroll up
quickly set up the
just click your
character sheet
hit
for
dice thing.
hit,
The
please?
Dramatic Spirit.
Yes, please.
Right, how many times do I use
Just
Your whole
once.
character sheet for that.
once?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we're only leveling at 1.
Well, I had some numbers. So I'm gonna roll like 1 or something.
JJ, let's just reroll once.
Yeah, you can re-roll ones on hit dice.
I always forget that I can.
Wait, where did that roll
have
as
hit
Ben?
points.
I rolled my Starfall Spear for some reason.
What? What is going
Oh, it's scrolled to the top. It's scrolled to the top. It's
okay.
fine. Just scroll all the way back down.
Mhm.
6.
6. Okay,
You got 6
that's
extra
it.
HP. Look at you go. $109.
Oh, wait, to change that.
How have we got 109? I've got 160. That's mad.
You rolled your hit dice, Ben.
Not yet, no.
I think that's everything, right?
Yeah. I am yet to decide what my level up will be. But for right now. Fucking 3! Oh.
There's a
Reroll
1.
that. 8! 168. Cha. Cha. Cha.
Oh, nice. Full hit.
Spells. Yeah, second fifth on the spell, baby. Let's fucking go. That means I can commune with nature twice a day. Or I can fucking holy weapon. Wait! Oh, do I get another spell? I don't think I do.
You don't
Spell-
get another spell.
Spell slots. Pair a list, choose the paladin. When you do certain number of paladin spells, you can charisma modifier plus half your paladin level rounded down. So, yeah, no, I wouldn't. I would only get one at next level. But that's fine, I suppose. Um.
He is crazy.
Oh, wait.
Hmm?
Oh, no, that would be. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, ability score improvement level 19, but that would be level 19 in Rogue, not overall.
Yeah.
Why do their hit dice look nicer than mine?
Hmm?
Why Why do their hit dice look nicer than mine?
What do you mean?
Well, they've got fancy boxes around them.
I don't know. Did you roll yours from the hit dice thing? I don't know. That's just a weird thing of Roll20.
Cool greens.
All right. I'm gonna leave that for now. I'll finish it later.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm not gonna. Yeah, if I'm not gonna need it right now.
I don't think you'll need it right now. You can do the book always there. If you somehow manage to get into a fight in the next 5 minutes.
Oh, I didn't realize when I
You
level
never know.
my
You're talking about me.
Oh. Switch out a spell.
I like my spell.
Okay. I also imagine you don't
guys
look through the
all
list.
leveled up?
I
Yeah, I read. There's maybe spells I can get rid of, but I don't want to do that.
How's everyone doing? Everyone leveled up?
Yeah, I'm withholding. I'm going to think about it in the week as to what I want to do in terms of ASI or feat or something.
Okay.
I'm thinking either increase strength, increase con, savage attacker, or shield master. One of the four. Or maybe like tough, just for HP.
I mean, if you're doing con for HP, then tough probably makes more sense.
But then con would also increase my con saves.
That's true.
Not by much, but, you know, every little helps.
No. What's your con score at the moment?
I think it's 2. So getting that, yeah, I think it's 2. So getting that up to 3 might be nice. Gives me a plus.
Is it 14?
Yeah, 14.
Ah, okay. You got any odd numbers?
Yeah, I got 1. I got intelligence, 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but don't really care about intelligence. Or I thought like wisdom maybe, but I got proficiency with saves. I don't really need to increase that very much. Ah, well, that's something I'll think about. Think about it in the week.
Good stuff.
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
Okay. Wow. If everyone is ready again.
Indeed.
So yes, you will awaken, refreshed and feeling ready to go. After you've all risen and taken breakfast and things in the morning, either separately or together, however you would like. You receive a servant comes around and delivers you all a note. Maybe if you're eating together, to tell you that Lady Catherine is waiting is waiting upon you to visit when you are ready.
Nice.
Nice. Let's go squadron.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way through the halls up to this laboratory chamber that she's got. The other 2 mages that were there previously when you arrived yesterday aren't there at this point in time. But yeah, she brings you in, and you can see now that it looks like there was 2 mirrors. The one that was probably face down yesterday, you can see is stood up, and there was a number of runes etched across the back of it. I said, "Good morning. I trust you're all feeling rested."
Much better. Thank you. Yeah. Feeling a little more myself.
Well, allow me to fill you in on what the current plan is. I know you yourself, Stix, have expressed numerous times about your opinions on the previous levels of security. So we have tried to come up with a method that will ensure everyone is safer. It's proving challenging, but the idea is there. She walks over to one of the mirrors and waves her hand through the air and casts a spell in front of it. And what you see is an image of the room appears in the mirror, but it's not the reflection of the room it was just showing. It seems to be from a different angle. And then you look over and you can see the image of Lady Cathra standing in the room in the other mirror. We've been working on this to adapt several mirrors. It's a modification of the scrying spell to allow long distance communication. So you can see now, I can see the view from this, and she kind of turns the one that she's looking in, like around, well, and you can see like the way she shuffles it. So the two mirrors, so the opposite one, you can like see her from the side.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
So she's no. So you see, I can see what this mirror sees now, and then as you like move around, you can see yourself coming sort of like in and out of frame as you move across the room. Items like these have been created in the past. They're challenging to make, but not impossible. So we're working off established theories here. Problem arises that creating more than a pair is exponentially harder. We're having difficulties linking mirrors together. The idea being is hopefully we can send these out to people and they can attend from a place where they feel safe. And it makes it harder for us all to be vulnerable all at once.
Okay. I get you. You know what? That's thinking ahead. I like that. Sounds magic-y.
That is the plan. Unfortunately, as I say, we are struggling with this, and we could do with some help. I'm not expecting you all to provide that help. I know you're not that arcane inclined that way. But if you know of anyone, well, it's a kind of all hands on deck situation.
Well, we've got Regis at home. Don't know if this sounds like a. Do we think this sounds like a Regis thing?
Or
Or like Matilda? She's a.
Matilda.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. See, regeneration. Any creature can step into an action. So it can't work both ways, can it?
Mm-hmm.
This can't work both ways.
No, it's a one-way door. It also only lasts 6 seconds because it's a round.
Okay. How quickly do you need them? Like right now?
Well, we sent the councillors who went away. We sent off with a date in a number of weeks' time to give people time to digest this information and speak to their various subordinates and see what people like to do. This information needs to be disseminated far and wide that the attempt on the council was made so that people can make a fully informed decision. It also gives us time to work on this project without, and hopefully, a completion date. We will see how many we can complete, but the more we can complete and distribute, the wider spread and hopefully safer everyone will be, as they can all remain where they are right now. This will also allow the various kings, queens, and empresses to have their say on the matter without leaving the safety of their own courts.
Do you need the people here to work on them, or can you talk to them and they just do it from their own home?
Well, what we're struggling with is how to generate something long-lasting that doesn't cause an arcane feedback loop when activated. Because the power required to reach out to more than one also means that each one has to contain that much more power, which kind of walks over to like a section of the room that's kind of like into like a side door, and she opens it up, and inside you can see that there looks to be like a dozen of these mirrors that are just shattered.
Oh.
When we link more than like 2 or 3 together, the power tends to just be too much for the device to contain. We've tried it with other things, smaller mirrors or other orbs used in scrying, like water basins or crystal balls, but it seems to be the same. The mirror is most easily worked on. It has the surface area for the runes that we need, but it is hard to create a long-lasting link. We did have one where we managed to create a link for a time, but while the link lasted, while the devices weren't destroyed, we were unable to maintain the link for a long time on them.
Can you have an on and off switch?
Indeed, there's an activation, but once activated, the link was severed quickly.
Hmm.
We managed to get up to 4 included, but the link only lasted seconds at that point.
Do you need more than one?
Well, indeed, each one needs to be
Connected to each other?
connected to the others, exactly. So we need one here, we need one in Winstead, Bellamstead, Thalion, and so on.
Mm-hmm. Well, give me 5 minutes and I'll be back. No, I need to find a tree first. Fuck. Give me your bloody non-tree places.
Yeah,
Well,
hold on.
they live in an underground city that just don't have trees.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I use Windwalk, and I Windwalk us to the tree that's nearby.
Nice. And
Yeah, that speeds things up dramatically.
And
then we go through the tree to home.
yes, you're coming too. We're all going.
Where he doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
You're coming too, Stix says.
Yes. You're coming on the ride. I'm ready for the big ride.
You find a really familiar tree that you've used before, and you cast transform via plants and head to Rosenzen, appearing out of the tree in your garden.
Mm-hmm. And then we go through the door.
Yeah, you head in through the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, into the kitchen. It's sort of late morning at this time. It's kind of quiet at the moment. There's a little washing up, drying by the sink. Other than that, house seems quiet at the moment.
Is Thingy still living outside? What's her name? Nimiri. She's still in her little tent outside.
No, she would have gone off.
She's left. sad.
Yeah, well, she stayed like a little bit to recover and then went to find somewhere to.
With her friend, yeah?
What friend?
Her friend. She had like a
Oh yes, the kobold.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've forgotten his name.
So have I. Grubbin. That was his name.
Oh, is it Grubbin?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a halfling.
Grubbin's not a
Grubbin!
halfling.
Grubbin is a halfling.
Grubbin is a kobold who was disguised as a halfling.
Oh shit. I thought it was Grubbin, but
I remember Grubbin. Good guy.
good to know. Well, we'll look for the gang.
Look for the gang.
Yeah. All three of the gang.
3 of the gang.
Yes. Chappie is part of the gang.
I see.
Chappie is part of the gang. Though should we be bringing? No, we should be bringing Chappie because they might try to bomb our house again, or whatever the fuck they did last time. Bomb the house next door, or whatever it was. Remember that?
Yeah. Shouldn't someone be here to watch the house?
I think there's no one storing anything particularly important in there.
Memories.
Should be fine.
Happiness and joy.
What's that?
I don't know, I leave it here all the time.
Well,
Where I know
It's-
that
it's
safe.
it's fine. It's
2 things you mainly need from here are the Spectre Tree's essence and the goggles that are being worked on from the Hag's Eyes, the True Seeing goggles.
yeah. We'll bring them.
Well, I want.
What's everyone doing?
I find Matilda, please and thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, you find Matilda. I'll like. So are we like bringing everyone to Gargenheim? Is that the plan? Feels like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you find Matilda. I will go find. I'll go find Regis, and we'll assume that Chantal just gone to the loo. But we'll just assume that Klari is grabbing up some extra stuff and getting the house.
She left some books here, obviously.
She left some books, and well, you know her. She can't go anywhere without them, except for all the.
Exchanging some, like a library.
Indeed.
Yes, where is my love?
Where would you like to look for her?
In the room that she's staying in, which is mine and Clary's room.
Is that something you previously discussed?
Yes.
Okay, then in which case she has moved into your room.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you head up there. She's not there at the moment. Clary's side of the room is like immaculate, like it hasn't been touched. It is exactly how Klari left it.
Good.
Owen's side of the room, absolute mess.
Yeah, sounds good. That's how I left it anyway.
So nothing
Just
has
put
changed.
stuff on top.
Yeah. The mess has just grown higher.
Well, I gotta have places for Hugo to make his little burrows.
Yeah, he doesn't quite fit in those burrows anymore.
No.
He's a bit too big.
Yeah. Oh. So I must keep them as a memory.
Yeah, there's
See,
like
the
there's
house can't be bombed now. I have Hugo memories.
there's like a stack of books, and he like as he goes into the room, he remembers like being small there, and he like sticks his head in, and all the books fall over.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah, she got in the room.
Well, I look in the bathroom. Is she in the shower?
No.
Okay. Is she in Stix's room?
No.
Okay. The kitchen.
She come from the kitchen? No, she wasn't in the
I
kitchen.
was just making sure. Living room.
No.
The secret basement of magic.
You head down into the secret basement of magic. Regis is there.
Hello, Regis.
I'm talking to Regis there. We'll get to that in a minute.
Where's Matilda?
She's not home at the moment.
Where is she?
You don't know.
I'm asking Regis.
Oh, right. That wasn't clear.
Said hi, Regis.
That was pretty clear.
Where's
Hi,
Matilda?
Regis. Where's Matilda?
I've interrupted whatever their conversation is. So
Right.
when we recap your conversation, I will randomly interrupt at one point.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. That's fun.
She's out with Cappy doing the shopping.
Oh, I love them. Where?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Why not?
Because it does not matter to me.
Hey, their extracurricular activities should mean something to you. You have to take an interest in your friends' hobbies.
Shopping can be a hobby?
I don't know. Stix loves
Also, do you
doing
not
it.
need like face cream or anything from the shops? Like, I'm sure there's something you could use from the shops. Like, yeah.
Matilda picks up magical supplies from time to time.
You know, like skin cream. You've been alive for so long. You're in the desert. Your skin's probably dry as fuck.
Yeah, well, it's one of the benefits of being undead.
Oh,
Yeah, fair enough.
so
You know what?
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't go out in the sun, and because then the sun damage is
permanent,
extreme.
Oh, yeah.
like cancer.
That's a good point. Yeah, you know what? That's a very good point. Of all the vampires we've ever met, none of them have had bad skin. Fair play. Yeah. All right.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Carry on with your conversation. I'm going to look in all of the shops ever.
Okay, good luck.
What was the
Bye.
shop ever?
I go to the shopping district.
Okay.
I go to the big Tesco.
The big.
Big Tesco.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me. Because we've got to have some dice rolling in this session.
Investigation.
10.
Straight down the middle.
Okay.
Is she not a big Tesco?
Arwen is looking for.
Have they moved everything around again? All the shelves have changed.
Yeah. It's a nightmare.
How am I supposed to know where anything is?
I know. You head to the aisle that you think has.
I found out why they do that this week. They do
Yeah.
it so that so that things are in different places, so people go to places they wouldn't usually go for things and pick up more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I thought supermarket managers were always just really fussy.
No, I hate that it's a thing. But even when they do that, I don't pick up new things, so it doesn't work. It just inconveniences me.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Yeah.
maybe just because you don't doesn't mean other people don't. Also, it's to do with the correlation between time spent in the store and money spent in the store, which is also why they put the signs to tell you what's in the aisles further away than they used to be. Because do you remember years ago the signs to tell you what was in the aisles used to be on the end of all the aisles, so you could just kind of walk down and see. Whereas now they set them further back, so you have to go and like go down the aisle a bit to read the signs.
I never look up at the signs. I just look
at the shelves.
Yeah, can't be asked to look up.
I just know what's in the aisle. You get a vibe
until they change it.
Yeah, you get a vibe from an aisle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's in it. Milk.
Or bread. Oh god,
yeah.
everyone's in the bloody.
But if everyone's in it and there's no fridges, bread.
Anyway, Arwen is looking for Matilda. Thanks.
Nothing's in it. Foreign foods.
you head down into the basement and find Regis. He is tinkering away at his various magical ingredients, and he kind of looks up as you enter. Hello, Stix.
Hello! How's it going, Regis?
It's going well. We have finished the work on the goggles you provided. They are all ready for you.
Bloody perfect. We need to pack up this situation, this little laboratory, and move it along to Garnenheim, a place that is underground, so you won't be bothered about sunlight, and
Hi, Regis.
really cool.
My pajama.
She's dropping blah blah blah. Sorry, he ignores you for a little bit and then responds. To Ghana? And why do we need to go there?
Because that is where the resistance is forming.
Ooh,
That is where
the rebellion.
yes, the rebellion is forming. That is where we shall strike. That is the heart of our operation at the minute. And also, this place isn't very defensible. This is just a house. And I worry for your safety. As, Balsam knows where we are and all that sort of stuff. And, yeah.
We've been broken into several times.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Wait, several times? I only knew about the one time.
Well, twice at least, that we know of. Strangely, nothing. Well, 3 times if you can count. Yeah, 3 times.
3.
Yes. One time was by, you know this, it was by some criminals. I made sure that they would not return. And the other 2 times was strange because nothing was seemingly taken and no one was found. It was only well, after the first time, it was only the wards I set up that let me know anything was amiss. But it was strange. It was like someone came looking for something that they could not find.
Interesting. Well, yeah, they couldn't find it. So I guess that's fine. But yeah, we need to pack up this section, move everything on over to Garnenheim. Don't worry, we'll get you there okay. Something else I wanted to say. No, I think that's pretty much it. We'll come get you later when everything's packed up.
I mean, I'm a little bit confused why we need specifically to be there. Is there something?
Oh, right, yeah. So, okay. And then I basically catch him up on everything to do with the meeting and what happened after the meeting and us going to save the council people and everything like that. And in the end, I just sort of finish with, and that is why we're there, because Lady Catherine's there, and that seems to be the sort of holdout for where things are happening.
I see, and she needs the help with this mirror project.
Yes,
Well,
and she needs help with that.
I have some thoughts already, and he kind of sort of starts musing and spouts a load of like arcane jargon, that just means absolutely nothing to you, Stix.
And that's why she's looking for Matilda. I'm confused, still tired. Freed a bunch of counselors yesterday. Did a bit of a jailbreak. So yeah, I'll leave you to this. I'm gonna go see to the garden for a little bit because it sounds like we're not going to be back here for a little while. Just want to make sure everything's okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go to the shops. Not to look for Matilda and Arwen, but purchase some other stuff. Just healing potions and stuff. I'll grab you a meal deal. Well, you're a cheese and ham kind of guy. Tuna and cucumber.
Yes, I am a cheese and ham kind of.
Okay, basic bitch. Right. Cool. I'll be back in a bit.
Struggle to find the drink though.
Hey. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm still a paladin, dude. Come on. Right. I'll
I'm still
see.
hungry.
I'll see you later. And I wander off into town, not looking for anything special, literally just for any and all potions / scrolls of healing.
Okay.
Like, yeah, potions / scrolls of healing spells.
Yeah.
Boom.
And you go to several stores.
Mhm.
You start with the big Tesco, as it were.
Always got to start with the big.
AKA the main market.
Built by its founder, Tez Ako.
There. It takes you like a solid hour, maybe. You go to several shops that sell like sort of like basic magic ingredients and stuff like that.
Will I go to Mr. William Henry Smith's?
I mean, if you're looking for some like armor or something, then yeah.
Oh no, I'm looking for stationery.
Stationery that you can't use.
Yeah. The stationery is actually run was set up by a saint of the church. It's by St. Aples.
Well done. I like it.
That was good.
Good shit.
That's good shit.
Like you like sort of go through go to some places that you may have sort of like been with Matilda before, when she's been buying stuff that you know of, but don't really like know about the magic of and stuff. Like one of them has seen her this morning, is able to like point you in the like when she left, she went that way.
I'd like to go to all the places I know she has loyalty cards.
But yeah, it takes you like an hour and a half, but eventually you manage to spot her.
An hour and a half. Oh, good lord.
But yeah, by the time you've like walked through the city, like gone to all these various, you rolled a 10 on investigation to find a person in the city. Like
I'm fully aware.
Yeah, like you're trying to find someone in Reading without a phone.
Yeah. And I know I could have cast locate creature, aka text her, but then I wouldn't have found this really funny squishy cow thing that when you squish it, its eyes go.
Yeah. It does contain real meat though, that cow thing.
The Regis.
Yeah, but eventually you spot like the back of like a red dragonborn, like a small like red dragonborn head, who is also accompanied by 3 floating children.
Ew. Oh, with our friends! Oh my god, they have to come with us.
They
too.
are just.
Oh. Wait.
And they are all holding like little bags.
The fuck is Chappie? No! Was he supposed to be holding the children's hands and now he's run off? Okay, well, yay. I run up and say hello.
Yeah, you run up and say hello. She's like, "Oh, hi, Owen. Owen! When did you get back? What are you doing here?"
An hour and a half ago, I have been looking for you.
Been looking for me? Oh, that's nice. Well, I've been chatting with. I forget which one. Do you remember their names? I forget which one's which.
Yes.
Is that one Morty? Nice.
Yes.
What was it? I can't actually remember what the other one's called. What you could naughty,
it
nice,
was-
and
I think it was like Naughty, Nice, and Bob or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know if I wrote it. I must have written it down. When was it?
weeks ago.
Weeks ago isn't. What were we doing?
What was it?
Oh no, my thing's frozen.
Naughty, nice, and Nancy. There we go.
Nancy.
Naughty, Nice, and
Oh,
Nancy.
yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, it wasn't that far away.
Yeah, you look up and they do look just look like small children, but they're kind of like they're still in impish poses with their like little hands like together holding little bags, and they still kind of sort of bob up and down with the flapping of their wings, but their wings have been illusioned into invisibility, and they are ugly children. They're all wearing like little sailor suits because clearly someone thought it would be funny, and it looks like they hate them, and they just have looks of just like if this was a real child, you'd be like, it is like you could tell it's like 5 minutes away from a proper tantrum. They're like screwed up like face, it's like beet red.
That's how they always look, though.
What, children or
Yeah,
imps?
both. Are they allowed to not wear those outfits when they're at home?
Oh yeah. These are just illusions we put on them so that they don't freak people out in the streets. So they look like
Okay.
children.
Cool.
I mean, the flying does seem to bother people, but it's more. When we told them they had to stay on the ground, then they wouldn't leave the house. And they're helpful for carrying. You can see each one has a shopping bag. They're good for carrying things.
They're helpful. How are you three?
Fine. Happy to help the masters with their shopping.
What would you prefer to be doing?
Not yet like this.
Oh, okay. Well, you're almost done, and you will not have to look like that in a bit.
We have protection now. We help the masters, and one of them like taps himself on the chest and he goes like ding ding ding, and, like the little breastplates you bought them with the little bandoliers for potions,
So cute.
so they can be used as medics.
Oh God, I love them. Oh, you are amazing. Matilda, where's Chappie?
He should be around here somewhere. He was just going to get some cheese or something, I think he said.
Cheese. Cheese is good.
Yes.
Are the ham and cheese sandwiches?
Yes, well, as much as we just won't admit it, he very much enjoys this one particular cheese. I mean, Chappie spent ages trying to make him real food. Eventually did manage to find something that Chappie liked. I think he just got bored, like he doesn't need to eat. And I think for the longest time. So I think he just needed to find some food that he liked. So it made Chappie very happy when he eventually found some, because it meant Regis stopped hiding food in the plants, which I told him was killing them.
Fucking what?
But he didn't want to hurt Chappie's feelings, so a little bit of.
Okay, cool. Cheese. Let's find the cheese man, and we'll all go back. Sorry, I'm cutting your shopping trip a bit short.
That's fine. I think we got most things anyway. But are you back for good now? Or?
No, there's someone in Gardenheim.
Gardenheim?
That's the one who
works on with maps than I am.
Who I think could use your help.
My help?
You're clever.
Oh, well, that's kind of you to say.
You made those phones one time.
Oh, yeah. You need more of those?
Well, they're trying to make mirrors that can talk to each other, but multiple of them.
Oh, that'll be complicated.
Yeah.
Yes, because then you'll need to have enough power to avoid the feedback loop, because that was the problem with the phones when she goes off and
My life.
Oh. Sorry, yes, I was rambling.
That's okay. You can ramble to your new friend that you are about to make.
Yes, Garnhamheim. Should I bring my house? Is there any way to put it?
Should I bring my house?
Do you need anything in your house?
I don't know. It's sort of, one of those things. I mean, a lot of my stuff is now in your house. But it's just one of those things when you do a thing and, and you're like, oh, I just need this. And then I have to run out there and grab it and run back again.
They'll probably have everything that we need. It is a whole town, city thing.
Yeah, that's
And all the servants can get it. If you're like deeply engrossed in a specific thing and you're like, oh no, in 5 minutes I'm gonna need this, and they'll go get it.
I don't like thinking of servants.
My love, you have imps following you currently in silly little sailor outfits.
That's a good point. Oh gosh.
Just breaks down.
They're getting paid. Not the imps. The people that work in the Gardenheim.
Gardenheim?
That's the one.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, technically, the imps are yours, so they're just like loner help, really. Like they're not belong to. I haven't been.
You're fine.
I'm fine. Good. Okay.
You're helping me. It's okay. We are helping them because they were in a bad situation and we have found them a good home and they just want to do things for some reason. Okay, come on, let's go. Find Chappie.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to track down Chappie using that.
Come on, Chappie, bring your cheese.
Hi, Lois.
Go.
How are you?
Good. Yep.
Good. I have found cheese that Master Regis likes.
That's
He
cheap.
won't eat the soup, though.
No, he probably won't eat the soup unless it's filled with blood. And maybe chunks of raw meat. He might eat that, I don't know.
Yes, he has been partial to quite rare steak.
Exactly, there you go. That's all you got to do. Perfect. Right.
Yes. So you will make your way back to the house. You pick up. Stix, you were looking for potions and things like that.
Yes, I've also just thought scrolls of sending. If they have any of those, because that's one thing that we do not have that could be quite useful. But yeah, potions, healing scrolls, or anything healing, plus scrolls of sending.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Alrighty.
Sorry.
Investigation. Nice. My whole fucking roll 20 is reloaded. Let's see what that was. Now! Fuck's sake. It's logged me out and logged Chantel in as me. Yeah, fucking. But it's fine. I have a +1 in things, so 4 + 1's 5. I rolled a 5.
Okay. Unfortunately, you spent a good amount of time going around, but it seems like the city was recently attacked by demons. You do see a few signs where where places where there were buildings, they've been like cleared now, but you can tell there were places where like sort of like the soot still hasn't come off, sort of the nearby buildings and stuff like that. And stuff. It seems like a lot of the things you're looking for has been bought up by people, sort of worried about themselves, by or you speak to one vendor who says their supply or their stock was commandeered by guards, like they were compensated, but they were told that anything that they made, basically like the guards like back ordered like a load of stuff, so anything they're making at the moment has all been for the next few weeks has already been basically like claimed before it's even made.
Right. Okay.
They're on pre-order. That's what it is.
Ooh. Get your pre-orders in now, kids.
Okay. That's fine then. Yeah. Spend a bit of time running around looking for that stuff, and then I head back. Don't think there was anything else I needed. No, I don't think so. Don't have anything to sell. No. No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Head on back home then, because obviously, can't really pre-order stuff because we're not staying around.
Yeah. And we've already got,
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything you wanted to do, Klari, while you were back in Rosen's Inn briefly?
Not that I can think of.
No? Okay, that's fine. Then, yeah. You all meet back up at the house after a few hours.
As we approach the house, the imps are no longer in their silly outfits. They look cool again.
They look cool again. Well, you ask Matilda to drop the spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they look happier now?
Yeah, they kind of like when it's kind of like a dog when it knows it's nearly home, and they're kind of like, and then when you're like Matilda, just and like let them be themselves or whatever, they kind of like pick up and they just start like zooming home.
They're so fun.
There is a small casualty of a bag of flour,
That's fine.
but other than that,
Didn't need any.
the stuff they were carrying arrives mostly unscathed.
Do the eggs make it?
Surprisingly, yes. Well, actually, no, because Matilda had learned not to give them the eggs. So
yes, but because she bought them.
Because she was carrying, yeah, she tells you quite a funny story about the first time they tried this and they had eggs, and it just regaled you with the story of trying to get egg out of so many things.
Oh.
When it turned into a fight.
Oh no. Cool. Okay, lads. Now we're all here. That's cool.
Let's head off
Is
to.
everyone okay with leaving?
It's like, well, I've packed up most things that I think I need. Matilda, I'm not sure what you wanted to bring. I put some of your stuff together. It's like, oh yes, well, I better go take a look, just to make sure I've got the things I think I absolutely need and can take with me. Things like that, and I'll need clothes and stuff. When have you been upstairs? Yeah, it kind of looks at you, sort of like.
Yeah.
It's like, right. Well, yes, I also need to tidy up.
Fine.
Yes, tidy up before going, and yes, and kind of like round someone out of the room in a very Matilda-ish way, just energetically talking about anything. But yeah, after a little bit of time, everyone is like packed up and ready to go.
Cool. Do the imps want to come or do they want to stay here?
It's up to you. You can send them wherever you like.
I reckon we bring him.
Yeah,
Fuck it,
they could
why not?
help in the little room, like getting stuff, like with the mirrors. They can help.
Okay.
They can be there
Yeah.
for themselves. They can be happy.
Okay. Right. We go with buses?
Yeah.
Where buses go?
We go into a cave.
Cave. Cave good. Monster in cave? Smash?
Oh. It might be able to come and smash something, but not yet.
I was gonna say they could come with us to go get the thing. That could be fun.
Yeah.
That definitely won't have consequences at all.
Can we go with bosses?
Well, yeah, they can come with us.
Yeah, bosses. No smash yet.
No smash yet.
You want to smash later?
Yeah, we'll smash later.
Okay, bosses.
Okay.
Smash.
Smash. I'm not helping the situation.
They start flying around Arwen.
Smash.
Yeah, like that.
It's like a ritual.
Yeah. They're excited now.
So am I. Okay. Regis is wind.
Mm-hmm.
Does he get hurt by the sun?
Hmm.
I would say no, but that's up to you.
What does the spell description say about your physical form then?
It says, let me wind.
Just wondering if there's anything in there about sort of retaining abilities.
Pretty sure it literally says you turn into a wisp of wind, and the only action you can take is the dash action. Pretty sure that is its exact wording or something to that effect. Sorry, I gotta re-up my fucking character sheet.
Because we see if I can find it. I've pulled it up. Human assume a gaseous form for duration, appearing as wisp of cloud, one is form of flying speed, resistance to damage from
Yeah, if not, otherwise I was gonna say we could like travel at night. You know, we got a few hours. We could wait till nightfall. Do that.
Gaseous forms say. While in this form, I was flying. Can't talk. So it doesn't say anything about sort of like retaining abilities, but I would have said you would retain things like dark vision and that sort of thing. Natural abilities that your form can still utilize. So like a dragonborn wouldn't be able to utilize their breath weapon, but as wind you still have like your dark vision or something like that. And an aquatic, if you had like the ability to breathe underwater, that might remain as a element in your sort of elemental form. So I would think yes, he would probably still be affected by the sunlight.
If I get him a big umbrella, will he be okay?
Yes, but he can't hold it.
Well, I mean, okay, so let's think. We woke up. I think we did establish we woke up fairly late because of the events the previous day. We traveled we traveled to the thing, which we informed us over long, and then we were here for a couple of hours. Why don't we just stick around for a couple more hours and travel at night? Saves Regis time, and then we'll long rest, and then tomorrow head off to wherever or do whatever meetings or whatever the fuck.
Or I just travel via plants and we get a big umbrella.
Yeah, that too. Wasn't it established we had a tree in our back garden? Yeah,
Yes.
so we don't have to go. Yeah, so we don't have to go anywhere for that. Yeah, we can just get like a big umbrella. Could we just put like a big cloak over it? I have a cloak as part of my like thing. Does that work for vampires? Why do vampires not just travel around with a big cloak?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of the like direct sunlight type sort of thing. I mean he does have a spell that he's done in the past where he creates like a cloud.
Oh, I remember. That.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
So
like
if
his
you're
cloud.
going to go like near plants, he can do that to like protect himself.
What I'm this is gonna be a really niche thing, but what I'm imagining, like that cloak thing, that episode of the Sarah Jane Adventures where there was this big thing in a big black cloak and like a thing over its face, and it would go what, and it would go oh. It was like when she went back in time and her friend died.
Sarah Jane Adventures, you get.
Anyone watch the Sarah Jane Adventures?
Yeah,
Some of
Sarah
the
Jane.
yes, but
Yeah,
I'm not
that's the one.
remembering
You
that.
don't remember? That terrified me.
I mean, I watched it a long time ago.
I just love the Sarah Jane. Hold on, I don't know what the thing was called either. So
Sarah Jane Adventures. I got no idea what the fuck it is.
Sarah Jane was one of the
Oh yeah, and she was really popular, so they made a whole TV show
yeah,
around her.
she had a
Yeah.
whole spin-off at a BBC series. So it was like for kids.
oh, it didn't have a thing.
It was really
Oh,
good.
I thought it had a veil.
Oh, I remember that thing. Yeah, that thing was creepy.
Yeah, it was really creepy. I thought it had a veil over it, but it doesn't.
Like,
Well, it's got a big hat though, like a big.
After who passed? The
Hood.
woman.
Sarah Jane.
That's terrifying.
In the show or in real life?
In real life, she had cancer.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Didn't-
that's the silly little cloak I was imagining.
Oh,
You didn't know?
no, I didn't know.
No, it was sad.
So yes,
I really
did you say
It's
cloak
about
would work or
parents.
not?
A cloak probably
Oh,
would,
so
because it's sort of part of the magic of the curse of being a vampire. It becomes part
An
of it.
umbrella does.
But like thing, yeah.
Like, you know,
Vampire curses are weird, man.
Okay, and we must have an umbrella.
He can make a cloud umbrella. It's fine.
Okay, well, let's transport via plants, and he can have his little cloud because that's cute. Oh, the imps sit on the cloud. Sorry.
Yes, sort of.
I mean, they can't actually sit on it.
No, because it's not
Like
like
a Care Bear cloud where you can like stand on it.
It's not like a physical thing, no. But
They sit cross-legged, but their wings are going.
yeah,
Adorable. And they fight over who can sit on it. Because it's not big enough for all.
yeah. At one point, like they like sort of tumble through it, and a big shaft of light comes down, and he gets his like just like screams in pain for a minute, and then the like closes the cloud with magic, and his regeneration kicks in.
He's lovely. Okay, well, I'll do the plants because it's quicker.
Okay.
go.
And we're not exactly fighting anything, so
Not yet.
don't say that. We're back, baby.
Yeah, it is several hours later, but yes, you.
Oh yeah, I said over 5 minutes.
If it like
took you literally.
search parties and
That's
called
good.
out for us.
You're just still there, just like tapping her feet, looking at her watch.
God, they do back now. Yes, we go through.
Yeah, and you head back in. Again, you know.
Did Chappie bring his cheese?
Oh, you're bringing Chappie as well?
Chappie's coming.
Okay.
Yeah, bring in the whole gang.
Okay.
If he
So-
wants to come in, he might as well come.
Okay.
Your notes, just write down house empty.
No, don't do that. Because he'll like.
Huh?
He'll like make someone come in and steal all of our socks. Oh, they're gonna steal all of our right socks.
Well, that's fine.
That's
We'll
sort of
steal
the
them back.
thing.
It is something I would do.
Also, how do you know which one's the right one? It's a sock.
You know
The
which one's the
latest
right
ones.
one. You can tell which sock is right or left. There's a vibe on socks, which one's right or left.
It's there.
You know when
Yeah.
like there's an L and an R on the bottom.
I mean, on some, if there's an L and R on the bottom, then yes, it is
Yeah.
easier to tell.
That's on all of Matilda's socks.
Or is it on all of Arwen's socks? Is Matilda
That
trying to teach?
literally doesn't.
Trying
Oh.
to teach Arwen to read.
It's on the top and it's massive. All of her clothing, her gloves say P and Q.
Like on the cuffs of their jumpers.
Eleanor. No, wait, that's another R. No, Ellen M.
It's also still L.
Yes.
This is why it's so difficult to teach Arwen to read. Unfortunately, Arwen's linked to Abby.
What? We're not the same.
Aren't you? Okay.
I've never stolen shoes in my life.
You probably do though.
Hell yeah. Give me your shoes. Anyway.
Okay. So, yeah, you return. You encounter a servant along the way, who you introduce.
I thought you said serpent.
A serpent along the way. How are you?
No. Horrible.
These random encounters really haven't scaled with us. It's just one snake. Just
We miss
moving on.
you.
Going back to the easy area of a game after you've 100%ed it.
I mean, appearing by that big tree, there's maybe 50, 100 feet when you emerge to get to the gate. It's entirely possible you would encounter a serpent. Yeah, Stix is just nope.
Is he offering us an apple from the tree? Full of knowledge.
One of the imps flies off as you're walking, comes back and is look what I found. And you're that's highly venomous. Use the tip of your spear one of those those snake grabber things.
Oh,
just
yeah, I boop it.
It snaps.
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna just fucking grab this snake and chill out with the snake. Hey snake, how's it going? I'm a cat, speak with animals. Talk to the snake. I'm hey snake, sorry about him. How you doing? Apologies. Well, this is not what the spell slot. See ya.
Oh dear. Right, what are we doing? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you on your way in, you obviously you kind of have to tell all the guards who the new people you're bringing in are. They're a little bit wary about the imps, but
the vampire they don't mind.
Well,
I know, right?
They don't know he's a vampire just by looking at him. Yeah, and he has the good sense to hang
not
back,
bite someone,
and not just be there. Doesn't take his cloak across his face and
hello there.
Oh dear.
He can blend. It's okay. Yeah, but you have enough renown that you can kind of you have pull at this club, so you can get people in.
Oh.
Pull
at the club.
But yeah, they're a little bit wary about the vampires, about the imps. But you do manage to persuade them to allow entry. And yeah, you encounter some servants as you make your way through the fortress, and you again explain who they are and how and so they are. They'll make sure that Regis and Matilda have space and are looked after and things like that, and they take the imps and guide them to your quarters when you say that they're your servants type thing.
Well, we are their bosses.
Yes.
They're not our servants, but we're their bosses.
Exactly.
There's a difference.
Looks confused and sort of and then seems to think better of voicing the question and just as you wish, says, it's yes, come with me, I will show you to your boss's accommodation. He's kind of seems wary and kind of moves off quite quickly with the imps following, and it's kind of starts moving it starts moving sort of at a normal pace and then speeds up as the imps like close on and then like goes faster and the imps.
They're so cute. Look at those little rascals.
Gets around the corner and you just hear, "Ow, my hair!"
We found a new toy.
Let go, let go, let go, let go.
Aw.
It disappears down the corridor. This poor soul's having a terrible day.
It's okay. It'll only get worse.
It's okay. There's worse ones ahead.
Things can only get better. Yeah. Yes, but you take Regis and take Matilda to see Lady Kavran.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, you find her working away. The other two ladies you saw from the previous day are back, and they're all like working. You can see two of them are. Well, one of them is seems to be clearing away another shattered mirror. Like just they're like operating like a mage hand that's got a broom and is just sort of sweeping up all the glass and things. Yeah, look, I mean, it's like, no, but that's Friedrich's accent. I always have to pause before I'm trying to find a voice again.
Like American.
Yeah.
Like Southern.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so imagine you're about to ask to see someone's drawers or something.
Hello, welcome back, I guess. How are y'all doing? I imagine that, hoping these are friends of yours who you think can help.
Yes. This is
Indeed.
Regis, and this is Matilda. And this is Chappie.
Oh, you didn't send Chappie with the imps.
Oh. No, yeah, Chappie can go with the imps.
Yes, it was like, hi, hello, yes, my name is Matilda. Arwen said you had an exciting project to work on that you were struggling with and you needed lots of help. Very important meeting. Lots of people needed to talk to each other type thing. Like, just these sort of, you're kind of used to Matilda's, like, boisterous excitement and just verbal diarrhea whenever she speaks. But Lady Catherine's a bit sort of like, okay, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, doesn't say that, but like sort of expression is like, well, pleased to meet you. I'm sure you'll be helpful. Well, I've plenty of time to figure out, exactly what you know and get you up to speed on what we've done so far. And who might you be? It's like, my name is Regis.
My name's Jeff. Sorry.
My name's Jeff.
It's Regis' full name again.
Oh, did no idea. St. Regis of Death Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't think so. I think I just made that up.
Yeah.
I mean, if that wasn't his name, that's it now.
Yes, there we go, found it. Yes, my name is Regis Emile Godfrey.
Fancy.
I've been practicing magic for a great many years. I'm sure I can be of some assistance. I look forward to... It's kind of like an awkward introduction, because, you guys have been like, here's some people. And they're like, It's that kind of like meeting a professional mind where everyone's kind of just like
Networking.
sizing each other up just to be like, who's the biggest brain in the room?
Well, they can safely assume it's not me. They're all okay. And...
Very smooth, no lumps or bumps or ridges.
Exactly. All sanded down.
All sanded down.
Yeah.
Arwen's been working very hard on her smooth brain.
Erosion.
Erosion.
This just bounces around the inside of your skull.
Absolutely. That's how I get my thoughts. It's like the DVD thing.
When it hits the corner, a thought emerges.
Yes. Sometimes it changes colour.
Those are called emotions.
Oh. It's scary when that happens.
It's quite often red.
Mm.
Red is the fire emotion. As Arwen describes
Red
it.
works for two things, both bacon and violence.
Oh, bacon. Violent bacon.
Angry pig.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just an angry pig.
Oh, he's got an angry pig. She has a medallion that summons an angry pig.
An angry pig? Oh wait, no, that just... Never mind.
Since when?
Since the Feywild.
That's a pig. Like it
Yes.
will stay forever.
She got Gertrude's charm of rampaging porcine fury.
Who? What?
God.
When? Where? Why? What?
Gertrude was a pig you guys helped track down in the Feywild.
Did we?
Yes.
Yes, I remember this now.
Was I
Yes.
asleep for this? Was this before or after the rabbits?
This was after the rabbits.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. And the reward was Gertrude's charm of rampaging porcine fury.
I do not remember that. Cool.
Yeah, I think Klari rolled something ridiculous. Owen and Klari helped track her down while Stix was doing some other stuff. And I think Klari rolled a ridiculous, persuasion check or something to try and convince the pig to come back with you. So you said she could keep it.
How exciting. Oh, I think I remember that now. And we were really suspicious of literally everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now.
And these people were nothing but nice. And
But the woman who came in afterwards was the bad egg.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a bad egg. Very bad egg.
Cool. Well.
Well, this is the thing went right in the corner to spark the event in Arwen.
Yeah.
What colour is this memory, Arwen?
Yellow.
Yellow.
I'm getting yellow
For-
vibes. I don't know.
Okay.
It's yellow.
Yellow.
Yellow fur.
Happy because there was a pig.
Okay.
I don't remember if it was happy, but I just remember a pig, so
Mm-hmm.
animals make me happy.
They do indeed. And they make bacon.
Now I'm even more happy.
Okay. Well, returning back to the present, what would you guys like to do? You have, you can stay and you can RP with Regis and Matilda and Lady Catherine if you want.
I think they can get started on that together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could leave them sort of start that sort of thing. We could... I mean, I don't really think there's anything else we desperately need to do for the day. So I guess we're just chilling out. Stix summons Elvis. Just chill out.
Can we see if there are any potions of healing in this town
Yeah.
Oh, good idea!
before they close for the night?
Yeah. Whoever's looking, make an investigation check. It's slightly harder to find here because you're not as familiar with the town itself.
14.
I will help. I will help.
And yeah,
Do I roll it again?
yes.
Shit.
14. Yeah, you managed to find like a basic supply. And so you managed to find someone that sells you 3 regular potions for 50 gold apiece.
50
You know, that's...
each?
Yes.
Ain't mental.
No, that's the going rate of a healing potion.
Oh. That's
We are in
cool.
war times, you know. Imagine they ain't cheap.
Did you say 50 gold each?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. What's 620 minus
475. 472.
Thank you. Okay, right, we've got this.
9,000 gold.
Huh?
You're 9,000 gold.
That's just a party pot. My pot's a bit bigger.
Fucking.
I could have paid all of those lumberjacks off. Double.
Yeah.
But we went the violent route because
Klari just made them hypnotized, so it was fun.
yeah, I suppose it wasn't really the violent route.
No, I could have punched them in the face.
There is always punching people in the face.
It is a lot of fun. Right.
Anything
Right.
else?
Um,
And if not, what's next?
probably another nap. Because it's the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably just get some more rest, and then the next day grab our gnome friend from the city. He was a gnome, right? Yeah, it was a gnome. And head off to, well, actually, I guess sort of see if there's any more speaking or meetings that need to be done, and then nonetheless head off.
Yes, we need to go and get the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Back.
Another long rest. And we level up again.
Hell yeah.
No.
Damn it.
Why not?
Because you've done fuck all.
Excuse me, I gave you
2
whole spell slots.
That would be your final level to level 20. You've got to do something a little bit more significant.
I threw a snake.
Yeah.
I've leveled you up, I can level you down.
Can't.
I have the power.
I don't think you do.
I'm the TM guy.
Yeah, but we.
What happens when the players say no, JJ? You haven't thought of that, have you?
Yes.
It's yes and, not no but, guys. Come on.
What happens if? No, I wouldn't. I'd never.
You just leveled yourself up.
Yes.
I would find out and punish you severely. I would punish you.
No, that's not allowed.
Oh, well, you leveled Hugo up.
Yes, I have leveled Hugo up.
Okay, cool.
What happened with him?
He got ability score improvement
Oh,
and some more HP.
Yay!
oh. That was terrifying. Hello.
Yeah, I put it in strength. Because that's his attacking one.
What HP is he now?
130.
Ooh.
Has his fancy dragon changed?
I will need to review that.
Okay. Just let me know.
Yes.
Carry on.
Well, yeah, what would you like to do? Are you looking for your gnome friend?
Yes. In the morning, yeah.
In the morning? Yeah. Yeah. That's fine.
He works at the college. University
He does.
thing.
He does indeed.
So that'll be easy to find him.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you've been like, before you just kind of had some rooms, whereas now, sort of given everything you kind of brought to the city, you've got like a little sort of like suite of rooms together.
Hell yeah.
So you've got like a little communal dining area, so like all of you can dine together with the imps and Matilda and Regis in the morning. Oh, and does Matilda have her own room?
That's up to her. I asked if she wants to stay in mine.
You offered to share? Yeah, she would accept that offer.
Yes. Best friends. Except Clary's my best friend. This is a different type of friend.
I imagine the conversation, like Owen had this conversation with Matilda. Matilda, Owen managed to keep composure for about 3 seconds until Matilda was like out of the room, and then went, "Yes, best friends forever," and then turned around and Klari was like still at the table, like with like a spoon halfway to her mouth, like, "Am I not your best friend?"
No.
You then turned around like, "What about me?"
No. Stix just knows.
Yeah, I know. No one's sleeping in that room tonight. Because in the room next door, you got Stix is trying to ride Elvis, but in the room, he's like, "I just miss flying, man."
And we're hearing some weird noises.
There's a lot of
Yeah, you guys are thinking I'm either in a fight or something strange is going on, but then you all of a sudden you just hear the sound of Elvis like, "Ah!" and it's fine. Yeah, I don't really know. I guess Elvis is an elk, and they actually make really high pitched noises.
But is he an elk at the moment? He's like a.
Yeah, he's still like an elk, but
He's an
also
elk with wings.
yeah, he's an elk.
Okay.
He's an elk made of wood with wings.
Fair enough.
Sorry, I just had a thought when you said he was made out of wood. Like, obviously he is like planty and leafy, but like those toy horses that like kids had in like olden times where they had wheels on the feet and then just push them around.
Yeah.
Going through the forest on one of those, and I'm so furious about having to pull it along.
Faster, faster!
This is the reason we're not best friends. This reason right here.
This was Elvis 1 before Stix got
Yeah, this is
summoned.
before.
Just remember, Arwen, I may not be your best friend, but I'm certainly your oldest friend, and
You
that
are.
counts for something.
It does. We've been.
Unfortunately, I have had friends before you, though, so you are not my oldest friend.
That morning, Stix woke up without one shoe.
It feels like a betrayal.
I will do the next portion of the adventure with one shoe. Don't fucking test me.
Stick his hands on stone.
Yeah, every now and again I gotta roll a d20 for stone.
And it's only a tiny little stone.
Yeah, but you lose 5 feet of movement over it.
Oh god, yeah.
It's fucking awful.
For a round, you have to hop until you can like shake it because it's like stuck in the skin of your foot. You have to like flick your foot to get it out.
And then we go into one room, and it's just like you open a door, and all you see on the floor is Lego, and everyone's like, "Oh, cool!" And Stix is like, the Lego and plug socket room.
Oh.
The Lego plug socket in D4 room.
Spiky.
That's just a modern day version of spike growth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just throw a bunch of that
Yeah,
shit.
when a child knocks over the Lego, I cast Spike Growth. Scandinavian version.
Oh dear.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, where were we? We're awake
you
now.
Yes, you're awake. Like, there's a little suite of rooms where you can all socialize together, and you are heading out to the college.
Indeed.
And find Strigham.
Strigham!
So you get there, and
Stop.
yeah, it's good. Well done, you made it. You all level up for making it to the college.
He said it! He said it! You can't fucking... We got this on video. You fucking said it. Can't take that back. Legally binding.
And so yeah, you start asking around, and like, you know, several people are like, "Oh, I haven't seen him for a while," you know, like that sort of thing. Professor Strigham, no, I haven't seen him for a while. Maybe you should ask so and so, blah blah. Eventually, you get directed to like the headmaster, who you have, met before. Doesn't have the fondest memories. Doesn't remembers being sort of a little bit strong-armed into negotiation for Stix, but it's like meets you all. It's like, oh, hello again. What can I do for you all this time? Are you here to take another member of staff off my hands?
Well, no, we're here to take the same member of staff off your hands. Where's Professor Strigham? We need him for a special mission.
Yes, well, I'm afraid I have bad news on that front.
If you're telling me he's on annual leave, that you can fuck
Do you
off.
mean with you at work or in life?
Well, life I can't speak to, but he's no longer employed here.
Did you fire him?
Oh,
No, he resigned.
Oh,
you resigned?
Yes, he came back having said he'd had such a marvelous time on his leave. I heard he sold his house and all his possessions. He resigned here, and I heard he hired some mercenaries to go with him while he went adventuring.
Fuck's sake, we made it too exciting for him.
Yes, well, he was telling stories about how he was going to help some adventurers find the lost laboratory of Belleraloon. Ridiculousness. If such a thing ever
Oh,
existed,
he's
it'll never
doing
be found.
helpful stuff. Never mind, he's cool again.
But yes, he said that they had something else. He said that they were going to come back and help him, and if he could, find it or help track it down before then I don't know. He's very excited about his prospects.
that's fine. I thought he'd found a different band of adventurers and gone with them to steal the stuff. And I was about to get really mad, but no, he's actually trying to help.
No, from what I hear, he hired a band of mercenary adventuring types to help protect him, because Lord knows the man would need it out in the wilderness.
We're gonna have to save his ass too.
That's okay. He's fine. He's an innocent boy.
Yeah, you know what? I actually don't mind saving him. He's just a sweet
Strange,
child.
but... Okay, well, let's go and we'll find him on the way.
Indeed.
Okay.
Are we wind walking?
Yes. I cast Wind Walk on all of us, and we head back to where we last got to, which I believe was.
Not the right direction.
I just look. It was near Innigroth, I believe we were looking at, right?
It was in that vicinity, yes.
Yes.
A little ways away.
Yes. So, did we want to, because we're trying to find him, I guess, to see what he's learned. Did we want to go, into Innigroth, see if he's around there? Because I'm assuming if he's looking around the area, he might be in the local city to it.
Oh, that's way better.
Put glasses on concerningly.
I didn't think it was that bad. I think my eyes have deteriorated. Oopsies. 1,000 feet. That's not that far, is it?
No, that's like 300 meters.
Can I use... I can use this while I'm wind walking, can't I?
If you cast it before you turn into wind, yes.
Cool. I'm going to cast Locate Creature.
Okay.
And then while we're winding, if I pick him up on my pings, I can be like, ping.
Over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yes. So we'll head towards, where was it? Innigroth.
Innigroth.
Okay.
Innigroth.
Wind in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So wind you can travel. your speed is increased by 10, essentially, so you can travel 240 miles. So that'd be it. So yeah, you could get to Innergroth in about 4 hours of flight.
Hell yeah.
It's about half a day's travel as wind.
Nice.
Woohoo! Nice.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, you fly in this direction over the mountains, kind of following this like valley in and around because it's located pretty close to the northern tip of that branch of the mountains. So you follow it around, and you eventually spot the city from the air. This city is is not underground; it is out in the open. But again, it's kind of built in a similar fashion, like into the sides of the mountains. It's kind of like a tiered city on this mountain as it kind of flows down.
Cool.
That is pretty
And
cool.
you see falls into the bottom of this valley between some mountains, and there's like a little bit starting to rise up the other side, but like so not giving the whole like in profile, the whole city kind of looks like a giant tick shape. But yeah, it's the lower portion of the mountain is quite a shallow rise, and then it gets a bit steeper as it gets higher up.
That's some weird looking tick.
Well, yeah, because it kind of like a tick, and then it gets a bit steeper as it rises.
Yeah.
It looks a bit like that. That's why it
Okay,
is, like,
yeah.
in profile.
Cute. We head for. Has my thing picked up anything?
No.
Sad. What about if I fly around here a load in a nice big circle?
No.
Well, he ain't here.
Yeah. Is that what you want to do? Like, so you kind of like land, cast your spell, or land, unwind, cast your spell, wind again, and then you want to like circle over the
Yeah.
city. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do that, and you don't pick up anything from your spell.
Okay. I don't actually really remember where we're meant to go, if I'm completely honest.
Okay, so from what I remember, we were looking for giants. Looking for a clan of giants in the mountains near Innergroth. That's all I remember.
Yeah. From what I believe, because obviously it's a bit less time for your characters, but quite a while for us since we last did this, is that you'd learned that giants were related to the rumors of the laboratory. And so you were hoping by tracking down giants in the region, they might know of something. But also, and it also kind of led credence to if giants were located near there, it would also make sense why no one had found this thing yet, because giants can be quite territorial. And so the casual, sort of adventurer or traveler would be unlikely to, move through their territory, repeatedly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we could ask some locals if there's any giants around here.
Yeah, rumors of giants, that sort of thing. Yeah, that could be quite useful.
Yeah. Anyone would like to can make like a charisma persuasion check.
Bloody
Well,
hell.
I have
Charisma-
proficiency in persuasion checks. So
Sorry, a charisma investigation check. You're trying to use your
son of a. Well, that's just a persuasion check for me. Well, just a charisma check for me. You're not proficient in charisma, and if anything, that's probably bad because you're just one. Clary, don't do this. Speak
I'm
well.
not very charismatic. I never have been. I'm not good with people.
It's a curse, really.
I just insult them. Oh, that's better.
Kaboom! 19. There we fucking go.
Okay. Yeah, so the first place Arwen decides to lead you to. She
Have a good feeling about this.
yeah, you walk into what looks like a sort of like adventuring supply shop, thinking that might be a good place to start. You know, they probably get like rumors about trade and things like that. And there's like, to start with, it's empty, and there's like like you think it's empty, and then there's like this big portrait on the back wall, and you kind of look at it and go, yeah, and so Owen, as blunt as she's going, what an ugly picture. Like just as like a dwarf is like coming through, it's like, that was my father. And it just immediately like sets the whole like conversation off, and it's just like it just never goes anywhere from there. So you spend a bit more time, you know, looking around. You get nothing out of that person, and you have to like go elsewhere. You know, you're not kicked out of the shop, but you are certainly made to feel like you're not. No, but you're made to feel like you're not welcome.
Before we leave, I just sort of quickly go to hi. You're an adventurer supply shop. You wouldn't have any scrolls of sending, would you?
No scroll. We don't really carry scrolls and things like that here.
All right, fine. No worries. See you later. Sorry about her. Walk out the door.
Kind of like, Just frowns at Arwen as Arwen leaves. Yes, but Stix takes the lead in the next place. Wow, he had a really big nose. Yeah, Stix takes the lead in the next place, and it goes much better. It's a little way sort of like down the road, maybe. You know, still talking about the painting, and you see you like sitting outside at like a table outside like a pub or like a cafe or something like that. You spot a group of adventure looking types. You know, they're not heavily armored; they're lightly armored individuals. There's a smattering of weapons about and things like that. You know, people who probably ply their trade on the road. And you stop to talk to them, and asking about giant. Are you asking about giants, or in particular, or?
I'd like to ask about giants first, if they know of any sort of giants, and then maybe see if they have heard about a gnome coming by asking to hire adventurers for, you know, stuff. For
Yeah. So yeah, with a 19, I say, there's well, there's always been rumors of giants. I mean, occasionally you get the rare story of someone that's come this far north, but most of the time they're about 50 plus miles to the south.
50 plus miles to the south. Okay. Do you know when this was last? You know, when the information you're basing this knowledge off, is that fairly recent, or is that just like quite old?
Kind of turns to one of the companions that say, when did you last speak to Gratham? It's like, kind of like sits up from his pint. It's like, oh, I spoke to him 2 weeks ago. He'd had people in. I don't know. You'd had people in recently who said they'd had an encounter on the road, but you know what stories are like. So, a month ago? Month ago, best guess. I'm afraid.
That's pretty recent. Start
Yeah, it's somewhat recent for giants sort of setting up camp and things. Okay, that's not bad. Thank you. And you haven't happened to hear about a gnome hiring adventurers or anything like that in the area?
No, especially. I mean, there's quite a few. You know, we get on quite well with them here. Quite a few. I mean, her ladyship's a little bit hard on them at times, but you know, generally we all get on all right. But no, nothing specific. I'm afraid. And certainly no one by that name.
Okay. No worries. Thank you very, very much for your time. And we skip off, happy that we've learned something.
Yeah, kind of really disappointing. Well, good luck out there.
Thank you. And yeah, now I pose a question to the group: do we want to look more for Strigham, or just head to the place and hope that he's found them already?
I think head down and see if we can see him there.
Yeah.
Because
Alrighty.
I kind of looked for him.
Yeah.
And he didn't show up, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case,
spend,
rewind.
yeah, I mean, you'll
And
spend
we head 50 miles south.
You know, it's taking you maybe not a full hour to like sweep back and forth over the city, but a decent chunk of that time.
Yeah. And he ain't here.
No, you're pretty sure he's not in the city.
Yeah. So
He ain't here.
south.
Bastard ain't here.
I might recast
cool.
it for when we're flying down there.
Yeah, good idea. In which case, rewind, fly 50 miles south.
Left. You've got a couple hours left on your wind. You can fly. Yeah, just make a survival check to try and sort of track the distance traveling at this speed.
Ooh, I'm good at survival.
I too am pretty good at survival, so I'll help you with it.
Okay. Oh, it's a good roll, thank God.
Yeah. So you're pretty comfortable tracking this, and you manage to get a good sense of when you've travelled approximately 50 miles and you think you're in the right vicinity to start scouting for giants. But yeah, I mean, but you are also approaching the end of the windwalk spell, so you've not got very long left on it.
I do have I can cast it again if we absolutely need to. Hello, Elvis.
Pick up when I was like flying.
Roll me a D100.
Oh, Christ.
Let's do it this way.
31.
You didn't pick up anything, just as you happen to be flying over. But we get to you guys searching. So this will be we've done a little bit of this before, but this will be a collective skill.
Oh yes, I remember we did. Yeah.
So given the time of day after traveling, everyone can make one check this afternoon or this evening type thing. So the way it works is you can all make 2 checks a day, a morning check and an afternoon check. You can use the same skill as someone else, or as you've done previously, it's just the DC increases for repeated use of the same stuff because it's less likely that the same check will yield further results. It's a collector token. There is a target. I'm not going to tell you what the target is, but when you hit a certain amount, so even if you roll a 1, it's still progress. It's just not as much. And natural 20s will also give you additional towards that target. You can use, spells and other abilities that are not, skills on your thing. And depending on what you use, you might get advantage, or if you use an ability, you might get an advantage. If you use a spell, you might get a straight bonus to your roll, or if you use a high enough spell or something that makes sense, you might get an automatic success. But I'll probably still get you to roll because you need the number to add. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Can I start then? Because I've got a spell that's kind of like, perfect for this. Can I start with, commune with nature? So that's like a spell that, works pretty well.
Yeah, what's the community with nature has quite a large radius, doesn't it?
Yes.
3 miles. Okay.
Yeah.
Radius is limited. Yeah, so you're outside, so you've got a radius of 3 miles. Okay. So, it feels like the most obvious check for this is a nature check with a bonus for having, cast this spell. So you're
rolling for nature, which I'm +7 in. That's nice. Fuck, 11.
okay.
Plus.
You get a bonus from. You get a bonus from. Words. From the use of this spell, which.
It's a 5th level spell.
Yeah, it's a 5th level spell.
So like +5 or something.
Yeah, well, because of how sort of useful this is. I'd say this is probably slightly more than a +5. Not go on a run. The level of the spell is the bonus, but I think this is so perfect for this sort of thing that it gets slightly higher than that.
Okay, sweet.
Who would like to go next?
Okay, these aren't actually that. And we're in the mountains, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I guess. Can I just survival it?
Okay, survival check.
28.
28, okay.
That'll do. Giants are their own thing, like celestials. They. Okay, it's very annoying. Sounded at me then.
Yeah,
Cool.
do a survival check. And Klari for your first check for the evening.
Perception.
Yeah, we can do the same ones.
Yeah.
What did everyone else?
The last two I did nature. Arwen did. What was the one Arwen just did? The survival.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do perception.
Looking around.
Oh damn.
Okay.
Oh dear! That's a 32. That's a 32.
That makes your total for the 70.
Probably not even that high. Oh no, you did it wrong.
60, 78. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, you've got different numbers. So I was like, 8? How the hell is it ending in an 8? But yeah, you've got different numbers too.
Oh, yeah. Stix has got a bonus to his.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a very successful sort of like late afternoon, evening, as you are sort of guided through this area. Stix, your commune with nature has just given you a somewhat innate understanding of your like immediate surroundings, and as you're moving through the trails and animal pathways on in the wilderness of these mountains, you're able to sort of help everyone else and kind of like give people a lot of information that points, just feels like it points you all in the right direction. But eventually you start to lose the light and you settle down of an evening. I think that might be a good time to call it for this session and just pick things up.
start the next one off
You guys
fresh.
are gonna all take a long rest here. At the moment, there's nothing around that's really gonna trouble you guys. So yeah, you can take a long rest this first evening, and we'll pick things back up in the next session.
Nice. Looking forward to it. Yeah. Alrighty. Well,